Program Director, Mr. Simpiwe Koniwe, the Acting Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Marcus Ramokale, members of the Executive and Senior Management, the SRC President, all members of the SRC, student leaders from the various formations that are recognized at Mangosuthu University of Technology, staff and students of Mangosuthu University of Technology, our distinguished viewers, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. It is always an honor and privilege to procure such opportunity to address a cohort of new students. The student development unit has got 3 pillars. It is student governance, student life, and student development. So there are 3 pillars. And our goal is to contribute to the preparedness of students for the world of work, as well as life in general. And in order to achieve this goal, we have to explore these 3 pillars that I mentioned. That is governance, life, and development. So we promote the principles of sound student governance in our policies, as well as in our rules and regulations, in order to instill and nurture a culture of learning, tolerance, and understanding in the university diverse student body. So our activities are undertaken, as mentioned in the above mentioned 3 pillars, and these activities are conducted in line with the MUT Strategic Plan 2020 to 2025. Pillar 1 focuses on governance. The unit promotes activities of the SRC, clubs and societies, and student organizations to ensure that the student leadership takes responsibility for its actions in consideration of the practical conditions under which they operate. We ensure that the SRC participate in the cooperative governance as outlined in the Higher Education Act number 101 of 1997 as amended. And the SRC represents students as stakeholders of the university. We also ensure that SRC sits in various statutory committees of the university as a voice of students. So the clubs and societies and student organizations that exist and recognized by the university, they contribute to the university governance through participating in the student parliament. That is the first pillar of that is governance. The second pillar that we're focusing on in our unit is student life. So there are various student life activities that are organized to promote social well-being, sense of belonging, self-discovery, and social cohesion among our students. So a social cohesive student body is important, and it is essential for the effective functioning of the university. And it should be characterized by a notion that despite diversity in terms of our culture, in terms of religion, in terms of political ideology, economic, and social background, there is unity for purpose, that is to form a cohesive MUT student body. So these activities that are organized, contribute to quality student experience, and involve various social events, religious activities, cultural activities, community engagement, and entrepreneurial activities. Under social activities, there is quite a plethora of activities that students are given an opportunity to engage on, such as the welcoming function, freshers ball, Mr. and Miss MUT, beauty pageant, and others. Religious activities involve joining a variety of religious organizations with different church activities. Furthermore, events such as opening prayers, exam prayers are organized to contribute to spiritual well-being of our students. We also have student political activities that take place on campus to prepare the future leaders in government and other spheres of our country where student politics can make such contribution. And these activities can be undertaken via joining different organizations that exist on campus. We also have art and culture activities that are available on campus, and organizations are also there for students to join and participate in those activities. We also have choral activities that exist, the choir activities that takes place at the university, and they participate in various competitions that are organized by various universities. And I'm extremely pleased to indicate that MUT at some point was elected as the best choir in the country because through their performance. So that puts MUT to a national map. The last pillar that I'll touch on is development. We are responsible for various leadership development activities and create different leadership and development opportunities to provide capacity development for SRC, clubs and societies, and various student organizations. We hope that the ripple effect will unfold, and this developmental initiative can benefit the entire student population of Mangosuthu University of Technology. So to achieve our objectives, we work in partnership with various student leaders and other internal as well as external stakeholders around a number of initiatives. And these partnerships are student-centered, and the program content is annually designed and implemented with the student leadership. So in other all the programs that we have, students have a voice and they contribute, they make input so that our activities are student-centered. That our activities are not just decided by us, but students, leaders, and students in general. They play a particular role in designing those activities. Then I'll provide a summary of the activities that we have as follows. The election of the Student Representative Council, as I indicated earlier on, that they sit in governance, so they are elected. They will do a portfolio allocation of SRC, inauguration of the SRC, induction and handover of the new student leaders, when the outgoing SRC is leaving the office and the new SRC is coming in. So we facilitate that process. We facilitate the strategic planning program of SRC to prepare them to be ready to service the university and the student population at large. We are also responsible for election of clubs and societies and student organizations. We also have other programs that are not in student organization that allows first-year students to be able to participate in leadership development programs. And those initiatives are called Future Leaders Workshops. So we have student life events that we organize and choir activities. We also have enactors activities that promote entrepreneurship in the university. We also got a plethora of community engagement activities where our students participate. After all these activities we organize, we encourage that students balance their student life and their academic life for their holistic development. I also want to declare that the previous speaker by the name of Miss Nyandu is a former student leader of MUT and is my student leader. She went through the ranks of student leadership under my watch. Late that, I would say we are available. We are situated in first floor of the East Wing building for any further information that students might have. With that, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you as viewers and thank everyone for organizing this event. Thank you.